Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys something new from WE Knives. I'm always excited to look at WE Knives because their quality is absolutely ridiculous. Pricing has been hit or miss here over the last, I'd say specifically within the last year. They're either really excellent value or it's like, what the heck, where did you get that number? So I don't know how much this costs because I got this early and it releases on March 27th of this year. So I'll probably have this video scheduled for that day or slightly after. So there will be links in the description for this. You can check this knife out and all of its different variations. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to WE for sending it in. Let's find out what we've got. Oh, okay, so I am going to know the pricing. I am going to know. We'll save that. Let's react to the knife first, and I'll tell you what it's going to cost. The Winsome. Polished gray titanium handle with lava flow fat carbon fiber inlay, polished gray Bowler M390 blade. Okay, cool. That sounds cool. Kind of a smoky magma themed aesthetic here. Alrighty, what do we got? Let's see. Doesn't feel super duper heavy. Feels kind of maybe middle of the road. Alright, because it is a full-size knife though. Okay, kind of like that look right off the bat. Not contoured, flat, cool backspacer. Love the smoky gray. What's this? Not Timascus, I don't think. Let's zoom in. Let's look at this. Is it Timascus or is it lightning anno? Yeah, I'm going to say that's... Man, I don't know. It's so thin. It's hard for me to tell. I think it's lightning anno. Do we have anything that specifically says that they've got something special there? And why does it matter? Because Timascus is going to be more expensive. Lava flow. No, it doesn't say anything. So it looks like lightning anno, and that's typically what WE is using. And it's still really cool. It's just not as expensive. I mean, it's still a decorative area, right? It would just be the material cost. We're trying to consider that before we look at the final price tag. So let's flip it out. Okay, pretty good looking spear point blade. We have, okay, so they've got the same thing going on as the Quinceres. It's the stop is landing on a slope. It does start to flatten out back there. And I reviewed the Quinceres and I actually flipped it like 500 times. Hardly any change in the impact position. And it never got to a spot where I felt like it was going to slip over the edge. The action on this is impossibly smooth. How are we doing here? Okay, so front flipping, not quite as satisfying, but totally possible. Can you top flip it? You might be able to. I can't do it. No. This just needed to be maybe a better texture. You could totally ignore that though, and it's just like sort of an aesthetic part of the knife. The thumb studs work great though, and your choke up position's really nice. Kind of want some jimping out here, but that's okay. There's jimping on this frame, but it's essentially useless because it's too much flat there, right? Most of this, a lot of this frame lock is tucked underneath that scale. So that's kind of neat. You do have a lock bar insert. We have a titanium pocket clip. T8 screws, that's always nice. It's always something that I appreciate. Good looking, I'm sure there's a bunch of different versions of this. A good looking knife, and definitely I think on the larger side. That looks to be, I would bet that's 8.5 inches. Let's take a look here. No, it's not quite. It's about 8.35. Blade length is 3.85 inches with 3.5 inches of cutting edge. This is M390, which means 59 to 61, unless their gray coating brings it down even more. Has not been my favorite. Really wishing that we would bump that up just a bit. Geometry tends to be good, so that makes up for it a little bit. Actually, I mean, depending on who you talk to, I think geometry is like the #1 most important thing when it comes to cutting performance. Yeah, the factory edge is beautiful. WE and Civivi, they just do like the most incredible factory edges. There's your plunge grind there. It looks like it widens out pretty quickly. I'll let you guys be the judge. I like that smoky gray finish. Let's find out what they think this is worth. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. Number one, guys, 58 to 60. I know, because it's coated. Bump this. 58. Nobody wants their M390 pocket knife at 58. 59 is like kind of, it can definitely be better. 50, nobody wants it there. People want it at 60 to 62, or that's what they expect from production M390, right? I mean, at 58, it might as well just be something else, you know? So here's the other thing. The build is all really cool. MSRP, people always, get, they get saucy in the pant zone. Stop. Who cares about the MSRP? No one's ever going to charge that for it. This price, the street price, this is what you're going to see it for on Blade HQ. Nobody's paying this. That's just the starting point, right? This could say $10 billion. It doesn't matter. This is the price we look at. $352.75 is what they're going to charge for this. Okay. So, finished work is pretty cool, I'm not sure how much more that costs. The carbon fiber is definitely going to cost more. This type of carbon fiber will cost more than regular carbon fiber. Pivot collars are cool, not Timascus to my knowledge. Even if they were, though, it's hard for me. So, for example, the Kunwu has an S-Tau 2 that's in Vanax and properly heat treated. Vanax is going to be more expensive than M390, right? And I want to say the Kunwu S-Tau 2 is right around the same price. That is also contoured and textured. That has Timascus pivot collars and is DLC coded. Okay, so all of those things definitely contribute to the final price tag, right? And I think the S-Tau 2 is a little bit high. Not crazy, but when I think of a knife that's going to cost more than $300 and it's made in China, I'm like, okay, you can do that. But there's a lot that I expect there. Contouring is definitely something I expect. Some type of texturing or fancy inlay work, which they kind of have here, right? I want some extra elements that are, fancy, right? It's not only fancy and expensive materials, but I want it implemented in a way that makes me feel better about spending that price tag. The actual Timascus pivot collars, for example, on the Kunwu are better, that makes me feel better. The Vanax blade, it's just straight up, Vanax is going to cost more than M390. And then the DLC coating is definitely going to cost more. Those are all elements there. I obviously expect a full backspacer. Something a little bit extra going on here is kind of floating, which is cool, right? Or full titanium. But I don't want to see standoffs is what I'm saying. And I also want a milled clip. So this has it. It doesn't quite have what I expect for $350. This has what I expect for about $280 or maybe $300, right? I think $300 would have been right. I'd have been like, yeah, okay, out of all the stuff that I have compared, like if I'm looking for a $350 knife, there's just a lot more that I'm looking for. Now, this is made extremely well. It has all of the WE sauce. But I think where WE needs to start, it's like if you guys have to use M390 and 20CV, bump up the HRC. That's where you guys should start, and then you got to start a little more effort. If you're like, we're gonna be in the 3 to 350 territory or the 3 to 400 territory, that's where we've settled in. Fine, bring a little more. Do a little bit of the extra. This isn't quite where I think it should be. Now, I'll still carry and use this. I'm sure it's fine as a tool. I'm sure it works just fine, right? For 300, I was really hoping we'd see 300 or less. So it's cool though. It's really nice to man. If you like how this looks, that sometimes a knife visually speaks to you. You're like, yeah, that's it. Gotta have it. I get it. I've overpaid by thousands to get what I want. So I get it, right? But at the same time, as a reviewer, trying to do my job here, I just want to see more. WE just seems to be charging us more just because they are WE knives, which nobody likes to see. So
Appreciate this. I'm still going to review it, still going to carry it. It just seems, right off the bat, seems like it's a little bit too pricey. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, to check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.